Hey there, Danny K coming to you from Danny K Gym and Wellness. Today's tip of the day is about change. I know everybody hates change, but change is good. Change can be a very good thing. I know sometimes people, they change things at work, they change things over here, they change, the travel of the road, I mean, whatever. And people are like, damn, I hate this change. But if we look at, like the bigger picture, sometimes the change doesn't work, but then, we learn from that, hopefully, and then, make a better change from that. But the thing is, without change, whether the change is good or bad, you're still stuck in that place. A couple of videos ago, I said about, what happens when you do nothing. And nothing is a bad thing. I was talking with a girl earlier, Gwen, I don't know, I won't say her full name, but, we were talking about change, and she's one of the ones that just absolutely hates change. But so what I did was, I kind of put it out there like this. So, basically, without change, there is no growth. I mean, and that means, like if you're in a rut, that's where you're going to stay. So if there's no change, guess what? You're going to continue to stay there and continue to get beat down. So, if you change, like it or not, kick, scream, cry, bawl, whatever, but if you make a change, then you'll be out, you'll get out of that, and maybe you'll get into another rut area, but the thing is, you're better off than staying in that spot, because that spot definitely is getting you nowhere. So if you change and get to another place, maybe you've learned something, hopefully you've learned something, and can grow bigger and better with that. So without change, you will not be getting anything. You won't be getting better. Of course, you won't be getting worse, but you're not going to be getting better. And she said that, she's, I don't know, the positive is very hard for her, because she's kind of, as she said, wired for, to be negative. So, and I know a lot of us are just like, oh my God, change, I don't like change. And, it's just, we've been beat down so much, and, maybe we're going through illnesses, maybe we're going through, no jobs. I had a client, that was, for 2 years out of a job. Like, he kept looking and looking and looking and looking, and, find a job, was laid off, laid off, you know what I mean? So it's like, you just get so negative. But he also rewired himself, changed his way of thinking, and now even though he didn't have a job, you got to put that positive out there. If you do not put any positive out there, you will not get positive back. Point blank. I can't say it enough. I've said it in several other videos. You get what you put out, and if you continue to stay in that rut, continue to stay in that negative wired area, you need to rewire yourself. So what I told Gwen, and what I would like for everyone that kind of feels that same thing about, even just day to day, maybe they don't feel, they're good one day, they're bad the next day, they're positive one day, they're negative the next day. One thing that I have found that is very, very helpful, I have some clients do it. I've done it over the years, and I still do it. I don't write it down anymore, but every morning when I'm praying, I always say, X amount of things that I am thankful for that are positive in my life. So that's what I, would suggest. If you feel like you're in this negative area, that you feel like you're wired for negativity, that you can't get out of this positive, or can't get out of the negative to get to the positive, my thing for you would be, every day try and write down 3 to 5 things that are positive in your day, in your life. And even if you can only find 1 or 2 things, that's okay. So, because the more that you do this exercise, the easier that it gets to find those positive things. And then, you'll find 1 or 2 today, you'll find 2 or 3 tomorrow, you'll find 3 or 4, the next day. And then guess what happens? The more positive things you find that are going on in your, even if, oh wow, the sun's out, that's positive. I tripped over a a brick and I didn't fall. That's positive. I mean, anything that's positive in your life, write it down. And I used to do this as an exercise at the end of the evening, and I still do. There's a lot of times where I don't write it, I still don't write it, but as I'm washing my face at night, you know, I'm going through my day and thanking, you know, God for certain things, and I'm like, wow, that was great, that was a great time, that was good, you know. So the more you put those positive things out there, the more you're going to get positive back, and you'll get out of that rut. I promise you. You know, and you'll be rewired to be positive. Not saying that you won't ever be negative. You're still going to have a negative thought or, you know, whatever, but you'll have less of them. And you'll be able to, you know, when you have that negative attitude or that negative thought or whatever, you'll be able to quickly jump out of it and get into that positive place again. So please, that is my homework for you guys, is to take and, you know, every day, you know, especially at the end of the day when you're kind of like decompressing and looking around at your day and figuring out what was going on, what went wrong, what didn't go wrong, you know, just analyze your day and take the time. It only takes 3 or 4 minutes, maybe 1 or 2 minutes, you know, but take and write down 1 to 2, 3 to 5, 1 to 5 things that is positive in your day. Like I said, it could be that the sun was shining. It could be that you did trip and you didn't fall, you know? Could be that you found a penny on the floor. I mean, anything that's positive. And the more you pick those positive things out, the more you'll see positivity around you, and the more positive you will be. And the more positive you are and the more positive that you put out, the more positive you'll get back. I promise. It works. I swear. I don't sugarcoat shit, and I don't tell you bullshit. It's the truth. I'm telling you. Leave your comments and keep me updated. Tell me how this video helped you get out of your negative, you know, and rewire yourself to be in that positive. So leave your comments. Tell me what's going on. Share this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Stay in tune. Stay informed. Stay motivated. Bye.